16, 17, and 18, solving value mixture problems using a linear equations. These are ones usually where you have a cost times the amount, and you're going to set up a system of equations because you have two unknowns. It says at the City Museum a child's admission is $5.30 and an adult admission is $8.80. On Wednesday, 154 tickets were sold for a total of $1,050.70. How many adult tickets were sold? So, A is going to be my number of adult tickets, C is my number of children's tickets. So, two equations, one has to do with the money, one has to do with the number of tickets. My first equation, I'm just going to have the number of tickets because that's what my question says. How many adult tickets? My number of adult tickets plus my number of children's tickets was 154 tickets altogether. On the next part, with the money, if I take $5.30, whoops, on my children's tickets, I'm going to switch that around. I'm going to line that up with my C. So $5.30 on my children's tickets and $8.80 on my adult tickets, my total that I took in, $1,050.70. Now you can solve this problem either by doing the substitution method or the elimination method. I'm going to show you the substitution method first, and then on a different question I'll show you the elimination method, and you can decide which way you like better. So, substitution method. I want to find the number of adult tickets. So I'm going to take this first equation and solve it for the opposite thing. If I want to solve it for if I want the adult tickets, I need to solve this one for the children's tickets. So I'm going to move my A to the other side, and C is going to equal 154 minus A then. Now what I'm going to do is replace the C in the second equation with the 154 minus A. So if I rewrite that second equation, 880A plus 530 times 154 minus A is going to equal 1,050.70. Now I can go ahead and use my distributive property. So 880A plus 530 times 154 $816.20 minus 530A, using my distributive property here, equals 1,050.70. Combining my like terms, 880 minus 530 would give me $3.50 A. I'm going to go ahead, besides combining my like terms, moving my 816.20 to the other side, just because I'm running out of room to write. So 350A is going to equal 1,050.70 minus 816.20, which is $234.50. So in order to solve that for A, how many adult tickets were sold, I can divide by 350. Divide that by 350, and I get 67. So A equals 67 adult tickets were sold. Now, had I accidentally solved that for the wrong variable, of course I could have went in and substituted and found the other answer. But if you take that first equation and solve it for the opposite thing so that you can replace that variable in the second equation, then you'll get the one that you want for your answer. So number 17, Abdul's Coffee Shop makes a blend that is a mixture of two types of coffee. Type A coffee cost Abdul $5.85 per pound. Type B coffee costs $4.65 per pound. This month's blend uses 3 times as many pounds of type B coffee as type A coffee, for a total cost of $514.80. How many pounds of type A coffee were used? So this one, unlike the first one, doesn't have a total of how many pounds, but it does tell us in that second sentence that this month's blend uses 3 times as many pounds of type B coffee as type A coffee. Again, when you're reading that, whatever item is mentioned first, in this case, type B, is going to be written in terms of the other one. So 3 times as many pounds of type B as type A means B is going to be equal 3 times A. It's a tricky kind of thing, but whatever one's mentioned first, that's the variable that's by itself. My other equation, $5.85 per pound for type A coffee and $4.65 per pound for type B coffee. My total cost, $514.80. So this one we have to solve by substitution. We're going to replace the B with 3A. And just to save myself some room, I'm not going to rewrite it. I'm just going to multiply that out. So 585A plus 465 times 3A. So 4.65 times 3 is 1395A then. Equals our 514.80. We can combine those like terms. So 1395A plus our 585 is 1980. So 1980A equals 514.80, and of course we're going to divide in order to solve for A. So if we take our 514.80, divide it by our 1980, we get 26. The question, how many pounds of A were used? 26 pounds. If it had asked me for B, I would have had to multiply that by 3, but it didn't, so I won't. Oops. Oh, it thinks my pen isn't where it's supposed to be. I better put it in the right spot. Now we'll see if I can move it. Number 18 then says a web music store offers 2 versions of a popular song. The size of the standard version is 2.2 megabytes. The size of the high quality version is 4.8 megabytes. Yesterday there were 1,050 downloads of the song, for a total download size of 4,000 megabytes. How many downloads of the high quality version were there? So we have a standard version and a high quality version. So S is going to be my number of downloads for the standard. H is my number of downloads for the high quality. How many downloads? Well, we know there was 1,050 downloads total of the song. So the standard plus the high quality would equal 1,050. We also know the size. If each of my standard songs is 2.2 megabytes, then 2.2S would be the size for my standard downloads. Plus 4.8 megabytes for each of my high quality ones. Total number of megabytes says it's 4,000. Now, we solved number 16 by doing the substitution method. I personally prefer the elimination method, and although they're not going to talk about it till you do systems of equations, I'm going to introduce it here, and if you like to do it that way, go ahead and do it that way. We want to find the downloads for the high quality, which means we want to eliminate the standard version. So in order to eliminate it, we're going to multiply that top equation by the opposite of what's in front of our standard version, so that when we add our 2 equations together, we get rid of the S's. So what I'm going to do is take this top equation, multiply it by a negative 2.2. So negative 2.2S negative 2.2h, and then I have to take negative 2.2 times 1050, which is negative 2310. Now I'm going to add my second equation with my new equation. 2.2 minus 2.2 is going to cancel out my s's. That was my whole purpose. 4.8 minus 2.2 would be 2.6h. And then I have to take my 4,000 minus my 2310. 1690. So in order to solve that, of course, I'm going to divide. And so if I take 1690 and divide it by my 2.6, I get 650. So how many downloads of the high quality version were there? There were 650 out of the 1,050, so that would make sense in terms of my problem.